All right, everyone, this is our last example in the trig integral series, example 7. When you have trig integrals, when the integrand is a trig function, two powers. So let's look at this. We have secant of x over tangent squared x. It says if the secant is even, we're going to do this first thing. That is not the case. The secant was to the first power. That's not even. The tangent is odd. The tangent was squared, so that doesn't fit. There are no secant factors. Well, there is a secant factor, so this doesn't fit. Continuing on here, if the integral is the form secant and there's an odd power and positive, you can use integration by parts, but we have a tangent as well. So if none of the first four guidelines applies, try converting to sines and cosines. So these guidelines do not apply, so this is what we're going to do. So if you convert this integral, secant is the same thing as, I'm going to split this up. I can split it up. I'll go step by step here. We have secant of x times 1 over tangent squared x, and then my secant, converting it to sine and cosine, it's 1 over cosine. That is a reciprocal identity. And then we have tangent squared, which is, we have 1 over tangent squared. Tangent squared is sine over cosine, but we're dividing by the tangent, so we're going to flip and multiply. So it ends up being the cosine squared x over sine squared x. If you didn't understand how to get from there to there, please write that down and ask me during class. All right, and then simplifying this, one of my cosines can cancel with one of those. So I have cosine of x in the numerator. I have sine squared x in the denominator. At this point, we can use u substitution. Think about what u would equal. And try this on your own. We have, if we let u equal the sine of x, then du is cosine of x, dx, which we have in our integrand. And so I end up with 1 over u squared times du. So that I'm going to rewrite. I'm going to bring that up. So it's u to the negative second. And then integrating u to the negative second, I get u to the negative first times the negative 1 plus c. Throw in my u. I get negative sine of x to the negative first power. This is not, we can write our sine inverse as sine to the negative first. That is not the same thing as this. This means sine inverse. It's not equal to sine of x, that quantity to the negative first power. This is a power, this means inverse. So you have to take these things in context to understand which is which. All right, so when you have sine to the negative first power, we usually don't leave it like that. What you can do is because of the confusion there, we don't want to leave it like that. What we can do is write this as negative 1 over cosecant of x plus c, because sine and cosecant are reciprocal identities as well. All right, that is example 7. Bring your questions and try the homework and then bring your questions.